All right, guys, this is it. This is the West Palm Card Show. And I'm not going to take too much footage of the show itself, but this is where I kind of show you. Pretty nice floor, about 425 tables. And I think Orlando's here somewhere. It's pretty cool.
I think that's Orlando down there now.
Here he is.
Who's probably here? I can tell right
Yep.
there.
And then look here, about how we got here is.
They let anybody into these
Hey,
shows.
what's up, Mike?
They let
How you doing,
anybody.
my
I'm
friend?
doing good, man.
Good to see you. Good to see you. Anybody can come in here.
I know.
Just gotta
they
pay.
they let me in.
As long as you pay, you're good to go.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Hitman 23 coming at ya. And I'm really psyched. I had mentioned yesterday on my previous video that I was heading to a card show today, and I did. So it was a great time. I got to hook up with Orlando. I got to hook up with Ryan from Breakout Cards. Hung out with him for a few minutes. I got to hang out with a Come for Egg. He was there in person, baby, and it was really cool to see Mike and catch up with him. And it was just a really, really nice show. It wasn't outlandishly crazy busy, but it was a good crowd, good solid crowd. You were able to walk around and get to tables and look in boxes and look at things, and there was a really good spread of vintage and modern and other things. A lot of Pokemon. There was a lot of Pokemon there. There was even some some comic book tables and something for everybody. It was definitely one of those types of shows, and I loved it. And I got to pick up some really cool stuff. So this is probably one of the first shows that I attended where I really focused more on vintage. I am kind of, I don't want to say fully moving that way. I mean, I've always loved and collected vintage, but I'm trying to hone in a little more onto vintage. I only got 5 modern cards. I only bought 5 modern cards. It was the last $5 I had, so I went through a dollar box and picked out 5 cards. But I definitely picked out some really cool stuff. And really, the only goal when I go to shows is just to have fun and find cool things. I don't ever really set out with, okay, I'm going to pick this up, this, or this, or that, or whatever. I did, though, today. I've been really kind of fixating on larger size cards lately. I really like them a lot. I've really come to like them. And I'm like, man, I really want to add a 64 Topps Giant to my collection. So I was able to do that today. So let me get to the cards and show you what I got. Some cool stuff. And nothing too, it was pretty, I would say some good deals. And first table I went to, and you just saw when I, met Orlando at the show. We basically walked to the door and, made a beeline to him because he told me where he was. And the first table we checked out, or he was at, his buddy named Seth, and he had some really beautiful things in his cases. In fact, he had told us that I guess yesterday at the show that Jeff Wilson's crew was there set up, and they bought out like either 5 or 7 of his showcases of vintage cards. He just bought everything out. So I was like, whoa, because Jeff is opening up his store, I guess, up in Atlanta, and bought a ton of stuff from this guy. So he has some really cool stuff. So the first thing I'm going to show you is my 64 Topps Giants. I picked 4 out of the stacks he had. He had like 2 really nice stacks, and I got a couple of Hall of Famers. First one I got is this really nice Al Kaline. And these are just great. I love the backs of these, like the newspaper style back. Those are just great, and really, really cool cards. So you get to add another, another card to the different sets I have. So kind of like a minuscule John Bangini focus here. I had said this years ago. Wouldn't it be cool to have a card from everything ever made and stuff? And it's something I kind of do. It's never going to be I don't think it'll ever be as extensive as John's, but it's just, again, one of those dreams I had, and just picking away little by little at it. I don't think it's ever something anybody can ever complete, but it'd be cool to just have a lot of different things in your PC. So the second one is I did pick up a couple of Yankees. I picked up this Whitey Ford. I think this is the first Whitey Ford Playing Days card I have. So there's that. I picked up this Johnny Callison. I like the Johnny Callison card a lot. Really nice colors on that card. And I picked up this guy right here. And actually, I was talking to Egg today, and we were talking about Elston Howard, because he was actually looking at the Elston Howard card, and I said how underrated this guy was as a Yankee, really, and as a baseball player. I think he's very underrated, underappreciated in the hobby, way underappreciated in the hobby. You can get his cards for like nearly, basically next to nothing, and he was really a great player. So, was an MVP, and just really good, solid player for the Yankees. So there's the Elston Howard. At the same table, I saw this. He had a really nice stack of these, and I'm like, I need to add one of those to the collection. It's this gorgeous, gorgeous 1965 Topps Tall Boy, the Jim Otto Hall of Fame center for the Oakland Raiders, and always thought these were beautiful cards, and just wanted to add one of those to the collection. So that I did. And it was funny. I think it was last week even, I never realized that during the 60s that, during the, the AFL and the NFL times, that Topps was exclusive to the AFL, I believe, from maybe 64 to like 67 or 68, somewhere in there. And then whenever the merge happened, right? And then Philadelphia was exclusive for the NFC. Because anytime I search for Redskins cards, I'm like, why haven't I ever seen a 1967 Topps Redskins card? Like, that's weird. Why? And then I realized when I went and I looked that there were no Redskins card in 1967 Topps. They were in the Philadelphia set. So just kind of stumbled upon that. I never knew that. So I thought that was pretty cool. But this card is just great. Here's the back. And I just love the color on that. The green. Just vibrant. Just such a cool card. So I'm really psyched to add that to the collection. That was from that table. Next table, I got some stuff. The guy was doing like buy 3, get 1 free type of thing. And just all sorts of different cool things from the 60s and 70s. So this one I had to pull out of the holder. I rescued this card for $1. This 1961 Orlando Cepeda. You can see that it was folded in eighths. See here? And that goes in the well-loved vintage binder, which is up here. So I try to now, seek out at a show. I'm going to try to seek out an old vintage card that was well-loved, and I'm going to rescue it, and I'm going to bring it home. And there it is in all of its wrinkled or folded and creased glory. So the 61 Topps Orlando Cepeda came home. I got this really nice really saw this card, I jumped all over this. This is really sharp. This beautiful 67 Gaylord Perry. That's a great, great card. So I got that. And the back of that one is just, this card's really sharp. That's a beautiful card. So got that. And I got for $6, I picked up this, it's scratched and it's written on, but it's intact. The scratch off, the Hank Aaron scratch off. Now it's got the writing on the back, which I'm totally fine with. Anytime you can get something with, you know, Hank Aaron on it for $6, that's vintage. You jump on it. So there's that. So I got that. And I picked up a couple of these at a set I'm just slowly picking away at. I picked up a couple of the 68 Topps game pieces. I picked up the Al Kaline. And I picked up the Frank Robinson. So those are cool. And probably out of that whole batch, those whole boxes I was going through, the thing that I found that I think was really cool, beautiful card. I picked up this really nice, and I'm just trying to get these all back in their holders. Picked up this really nice 1970 Kellogg's Reggie Jackson. That thing is freaking beautiful. It's awesome. I mean, there is not a crack on this card. Maybe down here, a hair, a little bit right here. But that's a second-year Reggie, and I picked that up for $16, and I would pick that up every day and twice on Sundays. That is just a beautiful-looking card, 1970 Kellogg's. So I like that a lot. That was kind of the win from that batch, and I also think that was a win too. It was a really good card to pick up. Next table, just a guy who sells a lot of vintage, really good, high quality. I would say high mid-grade to high-grade vintage. He does give deals, and I've bought from him before at the show up in St. Pete, and I just went through his set boxes and just picked some stuff up for, a couple of my PCs and my 66 Top set. So the first couple of things I'm going to show you, I got this 1966 Bob Allison for the one franchise PC. It's a really nice looking Bob Allison. And I also picked up his 64 Tops. So. And then here is a beautiful 1970 Tops Don Young right by the batting cage. And I'm not sure if that's a umpire back there or a coach, but that caught my eye for the batting cage PC. So got that one. It's a really nice looking card. And then this is just stuff for the 66 set build. We got Jake Gibbs, who happens to be a one franchise player. He spent his entire career at the Yankees. And another happens to be a franchise player, one franchise player, Vern Law, pitched his entire career with the Pirates, right? And then I always liked this guy as a kid because I always saw his cards, and I was like, how old is that guy? He looked old. Like on his rookie card, he looks old. And it's this it's Andy Etchebarren rookie card. It's actually kind of a cool rookie card because Darryl Knowles hit. Whoa, my tripod just went down on me. I think it might be time for a new tripod. All right, guys, that's it there. Hopefully, no earthquakes here. But Darryl Knowles, I digress. Darryl Knowles is a fairly good reliever in the big leagues for through the late 60s into the late 70s. I think last year was maybe 79 or 80. But Andy Etchebarren was a long time catcher for the Orioles, and the guy always looked like he was like 65 years old. I mean, he had the big bushy eyebrows, the kind of like grizzled face, and he always looked a lot older, right? And didn't guys back then look a lot older? And they were not that old. They were like maybe in their 30s, and it's just crazy how things change over time, right? So that one, picked up that. And I picked up this really nice Art Shamsky. This may be a double. I think I already had this one, but I picked it up for the batting cage. But I'll look in the set first, but I believe I had that. But Art Shamsky, you know, remember, Everybody Loves Raymond, and what's his name? Raymond's brother, Robert's dog was named Shamsky after Art Shamsky, the English Bulldog. And I got this really nice 66 Tug McGraw. And here's a one franchise player here. Got the Jim Davenport. And then I just picked up this Alvin Jackson. What's next? One more batch of cards here. Actually, two more batches of cards. The last purchase I made were the only modern day cards that I picked up. And these are all just, dollar cards. And anytime I see these, I pick them up. It's the 2011 Diamond Anniversary cards. So, got the Sean Burrows. These are, I think, updates. Yeah, these are updates. Didn't see a Mike Trout in there. Not for $1. Mitchell Boggs. All right. And then Daniel Hudson. So those I jump on at every time I see him. I will pick those up. And I picked up this Bowman's Best Miguel Tejada. I don't know if this is his rookie. I don't know. I think it would say rookie on here if it was. But for $1, pick that bad boy up. Can't go wrong there. I don't think it's his rookie. But it's a cool card nonetheless. And I picked up this Bowman Platinum Aaron Judge. Didn't have that, so for $1, no brainer. And then last but certainly not least, when Orlando and we met up with, like I said, Come Up for Egg, and he was carrying a little box, and he said, "Mike, I've got something for you." His that deep, that beautiful voice he's got, that barreling, bassy voice, right? And he handed me a little stack of cards, and also asked if we had these other cards that he was handing out. So the first thing he gave me a couple of these Trophy Cup parallels. I'm probably on crack. I don't think I'll ever try to complete all of the parallels because that would be insane. And there's a guy on Instagram. I think his name is Rookie Cup Counter, and he does all of the parallels. I'm like, oh, geez, don't let me go down that rabbit hole. But he did kindly hook me up with those two. And this beautiful Don Mattingly parallel, numbered out of 70. It's number 43 out of 70. And I guess it's the top 70th anniversary logo of the 86 All-Star design. So I definitely didn't have that. And it's just really awesome egg for you to think of me and bring me that. And enter it into my Don Mattingly collection. I really appreciate it, dude. It was really, really cool seeing you today, man. We should definitely see each other more than once every 4 years. Because the last time I saw him was like 4 years ago at the 2018 National. So that, and then the cool stuff, he gave me an Andre sticker with his, his YouTube handle, Come Up for Egg right there. I got a cool little, shiny Andre. That's awesome. And then he also, me and Orlando, he was handing out the beautiful Michael Jordan F-Face basketball cards. So right here, you can see it says F-Face in the spirit of the 89 Fleers. So it's the basketball version of the Billy Ripken card. And just the back has a little, you can just read it. But he was giving those out. I got, my son took one, and one of these is my son's, and, Orlando took one. He's, Mike's like, take them, make sure, get them. So that's awesome. That's going in the YouTube family binder for sure. And that's it, guys. That's what I got at the show today. I really did enjoy it. I had a great time, and just spent the time looking at cards and just talking and just enjoying the hobby. So that's it. All right, guys. I'm going to take off now. Remember, may the cardboard god shine down upon each and every one of you. Enjoy those collections, everybody. And I'm gonna take us out tonight with. Oh, we just let Andre take us out tonight, right there. Thanks, Mikey. Thanks, Orlando. Good to see you, Ryan. Take care, guys. All right, guys. Let me flip this. I found the name of the day.
Yes.
Buzz Nutter. That is awesome.
Oh, that's cool.
And then here's
I've never bought
one for
photos
John
before,
Mangini. Right there.
But I saw these and sort of
But I have to do one more.
and I was like, I think that's a great
Buzz Nutter.
So this one.